Well, guys, it's Friday. I'm at the park, and as you can see, they cut my damn tree down. This is the spot where I always park, always back in here, and that tree right there provides my truck with a little shade and cover from the rain in case it rains, where I can sit in the back of the truck and tailgate. Everything, they cut it down. All the other trees are still there, but this tree here, they cut it down. I don't know why they cut my tree down, guys. Why would they do that? That makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. But they did. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that rain on my parade. Cole and I are still taking our walk. Come on. He'll be along shortly. He's doing his sniffing thing. But anyway, like I said, it's Friday, guys. Trying to be a pretty good day. Even though I slept through most of it. In between listening to and watching videos on YouTube. You know, it's starting to be my thing nowadays. It's not bad out here. It's cool. Let's put it that way. Not cold, just cool. Looks like it could rain. We got a pretty solid wall of clouds up there. I don't see any breaks in it. I see like thin spots and heavy spots, but no breaks. I don't see any blue up there. Pretty gray day. So I don't know what it looked like earlier, but I don't think I missed anything. It's probably gonna rain. But just been sleeping all day. Been really been doing a lot of sleeping lately, guys. And I'm off kilter. I'm sleeping during the day, and I'm up at night watching television and watching stuff, you know, on YouTube. Probably just my body realizing that I'm gonna be starting work soon, and it's sort of like, you know how when you're in bed and you wake up, you know, before it's time for you to get up to go to work. You wake up early and you still realize you got 2-3 more hours before it's time to go to work, and you try to get back to sleep, but you can't because you're so anxious and whatever. And so you're wide awake. The time is tipping by, so you try to sleep anyway, but you just can't. And then the closer it gets to time for you to get up, the sleepier you get. And eventually you fall asleep just before the alarm goes off. Now it's time to get up. It's the craziest thing, but it happens. But anyway, mosquitoes are out here. Cause it's a little cool, so me walking through here like a darn light bulb coming through the woods. But it's okay. I'm gonna endure it. Like I said, we slept most of the day. Cole needs to get out and get his little exercise. He's up ahead of me there. He's already crossed the bridge. Guess he's like, come on. But he's been pretty good. I don't know why that's dry there. Look at that, guys. Usually there's water going through there. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's dry. Maybe the water's been diverted up ahead or something. But anyway, guys, my last video, I was talking about how people don't want to work. Mostly the younger generation. They don't want to work. They don't want to work hard, which is understandable. And I remember I was saying how if I were that age now, I wouldn't know how to navigate it. I couldn't give somebody in their 20s or even 30s advice. Only advice I could give a person, because there's some people watch my channel that are in their 20s and 30s. Most of the people that watch my channel are in their late 40s to mid 50s. I was checking out my demographics. So there are people close to my age. Close to retirement age. Some people are at retirement age. A few people over retirement age. That's my demographic. But there are, and they're male, mostly men. Not very many women. But there are some women, and there are some 20-year-old and 30-year-olds watching my channel as well. So my advice to them, and like I say, the way things are now, I wouldn't know how to navigate this. I would just do the best I could. So I'm just going to give you my advice now. And it may help you if you're that age and you're trying to figure out how to navigate through this situation in life. People that are my age, retirement age, in your 40s, late 50s, early 60s, right in that area, there's really no advice I could give you that could help you, because if you don't have your stuff together at this point, no advice I could give you is going to help you, because this is stuff you have to have done 10, 15, 20 years ago. So there's practically no going back. So I could probably give you advice, like if I was in your situation, what I would do at this point now, forward, but I'm gonna stick with the 20-year-olds. I was in my 20s or 30s right now, knowing what I know now. What I would do? Well, considering rent is so high, buying a house is pretty much out of the question. If you don't have any skills or any, even if you got skills or college or whatever, it's going to be hard to find a steady job. You might be able to get a job, but you only work for a year or two, and that's at the high scale. You're not going to be able to hold on to a job for long because they have a high turnover. They'll get rid of you, and that's by design. Most of these jobs now are 10 hours, 12 hours a day. They want to suck your life out of you, get as much out of you as they can, hire as fewer people as they can, so that they don't have to pay all the medical and insurance and all that stuff. And that's their sneaky way of getting as much out of people as they can for as little money as they can. And this isn't the bosses that you're working for. This isn't the people that you working side by side. This ain't your supervisor or whatever. They're in the same boat you're in. This is the people up on top. The untouchables. The unseeables. People you never see. Maybe once in a while, they'll be whispering, the main owner is coming through today. And it's never just one guy. It's always a group of people, 4 or 5 people walking through, looking things over, trying to see where they can cut corners, where they can save money, where they can cut back, where they can save space and whatever, drain you more of your life and whatever. That's all they're trying to do is figure that out. That's the only reason why they show up, you know. So that's the situation out here on these jobs, you know. So my advice would be not kill yourself trying to work 2 and 3 jobs, but if you can do it, I would. While you're in your 20s and 30s, you've got the strength, the energy, you know, you could swing it. I worked 2 jobs when I was in my 20s and whatever, and it was hard, but it was doable, and it didn't hurt me. It's why I'm in as good a shape as I'm in now, because I worked my butt off when I was younger, you know, and it kept me in shape. It kept me out of trouble, and I made money to be able to afford to get the house I got. So best thing you could do is do your research, go online, find a booming area, you know, that's really doing good financially and economically and whatever. Move to that area, even if you have to just live in your car. And I do agree with the car living deal. If I had to do it over again, that would be the way I would go. I wouldn't like it, but that's what I would do. I'm not advocating it. I'm not saying that it's going to be glamorous. You're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a pain in the ass. You know, I've got a pickup truck with the back of it set up to stay in comfortably. I also have the bug out trailer, you know, that's outfitted with a bed, you know, and all the amenities, heat and everything in it, to where you can stay in it comfortably. But I shudder to think of the situation where I would have to live in that thing full time. That is not something I would want to do. As comfortable as it is, as badass as it is, and as much heart and soul as I put into it to get it to where it is and whatever, how nice it is, everything. It's a good vehicle, good platform to hang out in, to go camping, to do RVing, you know, and just have fun in for a weekend. Or if I got a job that's far away, you know, to stay in, you know, to be able to travel and work out of, you know, for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. But full timing, no way. That's not an option. I wouldn't want to do that. But if the only alternative is paying $2,000 a month for rent, or even $1,000 a month for rent, I would make that decision to do that in a heartbeat. But the first thing I would do is I would get the biggest vehicle I could. A sedan would be out of the question. Buying a car, a 4-door, even a 4-door, any kind of sedan, that is not an option. If you're in the market to buy a car, you're going looking for a vehicle to buy, do not get a car, a passenger car. Don't do it. It's the worst mistake you can make, because yes, the gas and mileage will probably be good, but you want a comfortable place to live. If you're going to live in your car, space is everything. You know, when they say when in real estate, the main thing is location, location, location. Well, when it comes to living in your car, the important thing is space, space, space. You want as much space as you can get. You want, the biggest vehicle that you can afford. Preferably a pickup truck with a cap on it. And not necessarily a cap that's built in with it. Get a cap that you can remove in case you need to haul some stuff. You need a pickup truck. The reason why I say pickup truck, because you can outfit the back of it to live in it, comfortably. Put a bed in there, unless you're 6'9" or something like that. You're going to be a little bit too big for something like that. But the average person can swing it, whatever. But in a car, that's not going to be good, because if you got a job, you want to have a good night's sleep before you come to work. You want to have room to be able to entertain yourself inside there while you're stealth camping, while you're hanging out at night to where people don't know you're in there, so you don't have any problems. You want it to be big enough to be able to use for work if necessary. You can haul stuff, for people. You can move stuff, and being that it's a truck, you can pull stuff, maybe you can upgrade and get you a camper, or build you a teardrop or something to give yourself more space. That's the way to go. And if you've got what you're probably going to have to do is work 2 jobs. It'll make it easier for you to work 2 jobs, because you can park your vehicle, work at one job, drive your vehicle to the next job, and as long as they're not too far away apart from each other, even if they are, since you're already home in your vehicle, you can leave your vehicle sitting at one job or the other and stay in it in the parking lot or close by the job. So your commute time isn't going to be that much, and you're not going to be burning as much gas, which you want to try to avoid, because you got a big vehicle. It's going to take more gas to move around. So you would want to do that. If you can find a cheap apartment, cheap place to live, even if it's in a bad neighborhood, you're not out walking the streets, Anyway, you go in, you close your door. Because I lived in Detroit for a while when I was younger. I had an apartment. I would go to work. I would get home, park my car, go into my apartment, and you wouldn't see me again until the next morning when I had to get back out to go back to work the next day. I didn't sit out on the porch looking at everything in the neighborhood, trying to eyeball people, walking around, go to party stores and stuff, and back and forth and shit like that. I stayed to myself, left people fucking alone, and didn't bother anybody. The people in my neighborhood didn't know nothing about me. And they knew it was a guy that lived there, knew somebody stayed there. They might see me come and go and get in my car and then leave or whatever. But I didn't intermingle with them or nothing like that. They never got a chance to size me up. So they never knew what I was capable of or whatever. So, people that don't know nothing about you, they tend to leave you alone. They know I stayed to myself, pretty much. But other than that, they didn't know nothing about me. They pretty much left me alone. And that wasn't a very good neighborhood. But nobody bothered me because I didn't bother nobody. So if you can find someplace cheap, then stay in someplace cheap. It's better to have 4 walls and a roof than to be in a vehicle out exposed, whatever. Even if those 4 walls and a roof is in a crappy neighborhood, you got to bite the bullet. The thing is, you want to throw away as little money as possible. Renting is throwing away money. It's just throwing away money. And I threw it away too when I was younger, but it wasn't much because it was a crappy neighborhood. It was in the middle of Detroit, so I was able to save money. That's why I was able to get my house that I have now, Because while I was living in that crappy neighborhood with all the thugs and the drug dealers and stuff around, you know, I was saving my damn money to the point where I was able to save enough to get a nice place, you know, and move into my own house and whatever. And since I was working so damn much, I didn't have time to get into any trouble or eyeball people, you know, or, you know, get into any conversations. You know, you're in an apartment, you're going to hear noise. People are going to be loud and boisterous because that's the kind of people you're going to be around. You know, don't go complaining about the shit and whatever. They're doing that shit to try to get a rise out of you. Don't give it to them. Just go ahead and close your eyes, put a pillow over your head, take your ass to sleep. If you're working a couple of jobs, you're going to be so damn tired that they could drop a bomb outside and you sleep through that shit. So let it go. Don't participate. Don't mess with them. You know, just keep your head down. You know, do your time there. Save your money. Then when it's time to get the hell out, then get the hell out. You know. But like I say, get you a vehicle that you'll be able to live in. That's advice for anybody. Nowadays, at this point now, with the way the economy is going, the way things are happening, anything can happen. Things are gonna, you know, I saw I didn't watch the debate last night, but I seen stuff on YouTube about it. They showed little snippets of things that were going on, and they showed Biden messing up his words and everything and losing his train of thought and all that stuff. And that's neither here nor there. You know, we all know that he's not running anything. They just got him there as a puppet, and they're passing off all their bullshit policies on him, and everything that's fucked up, he'll just get the blame for because he's a senile old man, and really it's the dickheads up at top that are really causing everything to be all screwed up. But that's a dead horse. Everybody knows that. If you're too stupid to realize that, then I got nothing to say. But I don't know how it's going to happen, but they may find somebody else to run against Trump and whatever. But there's still people that will vote for Biden no matter what. He could have fell over dead. If they can prop him up like Barney's Vacation, they'll do it, and they'll keep him on the ticket because they still got more of an agenda to get through on his watch. And you got to understand, guys, these people that have all this money, they're in control of this. And as bad as things are, they're making a shitload of money off of the situation. And they're getting richer and richer because of it. And we're suffering, paying the price. So all those higher prices you're paying at the store, all the inflation, all the raises that you didn't get, the elites and the people up on top, the ones that are controlling Biden, they're getting that money. Look at this, guys. The tree's falling across the trail here. Yeah, I could climb across that, but that's just a little too much acrobats with this darn phone in my hand and mosquitoes nipping at my ear. So I'm gonna head on back the other way. A couple of days that'll be cleared out though. They've already come through and cleared this out here. This looks a lot better. They have been through here, so they know about it. Because I can see how this has been cleared. That tree's falling over there. And that's a fresh tree that's falling too. This hasn't been long. Because the stuff that just fell over and killed, there's still some of it's still green, but it's dying. So no, it looks like they came through here before this fell because they got this is all cleared out through here. So they'll be here with chainsaws and they'll get this out of here. Give it a couple of days. But today we're not gonna mess with it. I got a mosquito on my arm. Mosquitoes are tearing me up. But anyway, that's the way I would go about things. Because this situation, guys, no matter who you are or how old you are, you need a pickup truck, set up in a configuration where you could live in the back of it if need be. You need to be able to bug out. I don't say you should bug out. Bug out should be your last option. You know, best option for you to do is to stock up all you can and hunker down, be able to defend what you've got. And if things go south and you have to bug out, grab as much as you can and get out as fast as you can and head to better places, you know. And like I say, it'll be last resort. I mean, if they're kicking in your front door and they're kicking in your back door all at the same time, and you got to pretty much shoot your way out or whatever to get to your vehicle and peel out of there, that's the kind of situation you're gonna have to be in before you bug out, because they just want your stuff. You know, they don't want you. So best thing to do is be ready. But that's the last resort, because bugging out is not a good option. You know, as well prepared as I am for bugging out, I would not want to do it. Things ever hit the fan, I would pull my truck up in the driveway, my trailer up in the driveway. I've got 300 watts of solar on my trailer. I hooked that into my main. I think I got about 400 watts on the roof of my house. With that 300 and that 400 together, I would add them together, and I would channel them into my batteries and whatever, and increase my situation, what I have at home, as opposed to trying to bug out and cut my supplies less than half of what I've got. If I had to bug out, less than half. I've got my ammo, I've got my protection and everything right there. You know, I would not want to bug out. It'd have to be some serious stuff to get me to leave. And like I say, I'm not going far. If you force me out, you best believe, if you don't take me out when you do it, I'm going to be circling back around, and I'm coming back for you. Because I worked hard for what I got, and you might take it, but you won't be around to enjoy it. That's all I got to say about that. Because I got no place else to go. So your little victory will be short-lived. But that's me. If I had some place to go, you can forget it. I'd already be there. So back to what I was saying. If I was younger, I'd get a vehicle or live in a crappy neighborhood for cheap. If you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, somebody that you can stand well enough and it's going to stick with you, I would pool our resources and whatever and stay together, you know, for mutual benefit. That would be better of a situation. If you could work at the same place, that would be even more better, because that doubles your income and it doubles your, you know, it's less transportation situation. You know, you ride together, you work together, pool your money together, and you will do a lot better than you would by yourself. If you don't have that option, then I'm not opposed to roommates, but you got to have really good discernment as to who you roommate with. Too late, Cole. You ain't gonna get him. Nope, he gone already. Those chipmunks, he can't catch them because they're just too quick. Chipmunks and those little muskrats, and of course squirrels. They're just too quick for Cole. Now a cat could catch him. Cats are a lot more stealthy and more quick. Cat, I got his attention when I said that. But anyway, I got off track. Oh yeah. You guys saw the debate last night. This country is going to go to hell, guys. Prepping and having a bug-out vehicle and having yourself together. And remember, your bug-out vehicle is a good complement to your house if you're staying at home. You know, you got solar panels on your bug-out vehicle and everything. You can power your house if the power goes out. At least you can power the necessities, you know. And you got a stock of food and everything that you can hunker down, because this situation with the economy, everything, this stuff is going to fall, guys. It is going to fall because this younger generation, this system is built on the next generation coming up and working their asses off and buying the bullshit lie that is the American dream. You know, these younger kids, they're not buying that shit. They're not trying to have kids and have a white picket fence and a house and all that shit and a nice car and all that. They're not going for it. They're like, fuck it, I'm staying at home and I'm gonna keep my money. I'm gonna play my cards, play games and my video games, you know, on my Xbox, 5 or 6 now is it, and whatever. I'm gonna stay with my parents until they die. I'm just gonna keep the house that I'm living in, I grew up in, and I'm not gonna get out here and do shit. I'm not gonna contribute to the insanity, you know, and they've got the right idea. And they're gonna make come on, Cole, don't drink that. Come on, we got water in the truck. So the younger generation, they're gonna cause this system they got set up, they're gonna cause it to fall. It's gonna fail. Because every generation, every graduating class of every year, it's gonna get worse and worse. These kids are gonna be less illusions. They're gonna look up to their older kids and they're gonna be like, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hang out at home. We're gonna relax. You're gonna have houses full of brothers and sisters staying in the same house, whatever, nobody moving out, getting into the world. They're not going for this bullshit, you know. And when this trickle up effect happens, where the base of these people's money, these rich people's money collapses, it's gonna collapse the whole society along with it. And all fucking hell is gonna break loose, guys. You know, it's gonna happen. It has to happen. That's the only way to fix this shit. It's got to fall. You know, it's got to fall. This system has to fail. You know, and it's gonna be the younger generation that's gonna do it. You know, this us older generation, we're too set in our ways. All we know is work your ass off, work your ass off, work your ass off. That's my advice to anybody that's working. Work your ass off. Be the hardest worker there. Whatever. That doesn't work anymore. You know, it's worked for me, you know, in the past or whatever. But those days are gone, guys. Not anymore. That's not the way to go now. You know, I can say that for myself. I've only got a couple more years of this bullshit. I can work my butt off for the next couple of years. The more I make this year and next year, will make it where I'll get more on my Social Security. Once my Social Security kicks in, I'll be able to still work. And I got that Social Security money coming, which is enough to really sustain me because of my lifestyle, because I don't live above my means. I wouldn't have to work at all, but I want extra stuff. I want more preps. I want more gadgets. I want more toys. So that's what I'll be working for. I'll simply be working for toys, not for just to survive. You know, that's what you want. That's when you retire, you want to work just for enjoyment, to be able to travel, to be able to enjoy your life, to be able to enjoy your golden years. Your Social Security will supplement that. You know, you don't have to make the whole, you only have to make half the money that it took you to survive or whatever once you've started drawing your Social Security. So that's where you want to be. That's my situation. I don't have to make a lot of money. I can survive off Social Security. But this younger generation, I don't see any way out of it. You're working yourself into a collapse anyway. No point in killing yourself trying to buy a house and get into all that debt. You're going to lose it anyway. You're probably going to have to bug out. Whatever. If you're going to get a house or have a house built or whatever, or buy a home, buy something that's small as possible. Get you one of these tiny homes. The next few years, these tiny homes are going to be just as expensive as a regular home. They don't want you buying these tiny homes. They don't want you downsizing. They don't want you doing that because that's going to screw up the economy. The economy is based on bigger, bigger, bigger. Better, better, better. Sprawl, sprawl, sprawl. And this younger generation ain't going for it. My hat's off to you. I salute you guys. Are you lazy people out here that they call lazy? You're not lazy. Don't let them bullshit you with that. You're just smart. You come to the realization that working your butt off ain't gonna get you nowhere. It used to do it. It used to get you somewhere. I'm living proof of it. Working my butt off has gotten me, I'm not rich, of course, but I'm happy. I'm secure. I got my shit together, and I'm able to enjoy myself and go out. Now, you guys see every day I go out in the woods, take Cole for a walk, and we do our little trails and everything. I talk to you guys, whatever, You got to have a decent life going on to be able to do that, to be able to come out here and walk, and have a carefree attitude and whatever. Yeah, I see the bullshit that goes on in the world. Yeah, I have to have conflict with all the asshole people that are out here. There's no escape from that. But I do have my time of therapy when I come out here and I do this. So it's not that bad. But if I were younger, trying to come up in the world, I wouldn't be trying to chase that American dream. You know how I feel about drugs. That's a big drain on your pocket, money-wise. Plus, it inhibits your ability to reason and think and figure this out. When you're dealing with this kind of world and this kind of situation that we got going on, you need all your brain capacity. You have to be sharp. You have to have your shit together. You can't be numbed to the situation. You want to be sharp on the edge. That's where you need to be. You need to be able to figure things out and be able to move at a moment's notice or whatever. You can't be sluggish, all doped out and all depressed and down because you've been drunk or whatever. You're gonna mess up your job. You're gonna mess up any kind of relationship you got or whatever, because that stuff is nothing but poison to your body. Not to mention you're tearing your body down. Your most valuable asset is your health. And doing the drugs and alcohol, that's gonna destroy that. So. But that being said, if you're a victim of fucked up shit in your life, and that's the only way you can prevent from having to blow your brains out, then by all means, take a fucking hit. It's better than a bullet. That's all I'm saying about that. But or take a drink, whatever it takes. Just stay alive. Just don't delete yourself. Don't take the easy way out, which is not the easy way. As long as you're alive, something can happen. You know, you're gonna buy weed, you'd be better off buying a damn lottery ticket, a scratch off or something. That's better odds of improving your life than getting drunk or getting high. You're blowing the money anyway. Chances are you're not gonna win, but you could. And I'd opt for a chance long before I'd just throw it away for nothing, because there's absolutely no chance if you're getting high. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to be preaching about trying to keep grown people from doing grown stuff. You're old enough to make those choices. I shouldn't have to tell you that. If you're in a situation where I should have to tell you that, there's no point. I'm wasting my darn breath anyway. So you should have that one all figured out already. But yeah, best advice I can give you: get a truck, fix it up so you can live in it, get a couple of jobs if you're young enough to handle it, of the hours, or get one job that's got a shitload of hours. That's better, because you get overtime. Because even with 2 jobs, you're gonna be working harder with 2 jobs than you ever would with 1 job. With 1 job, with all the shit, with all the overtime, that's the best way to go. If you can get a job with plenty of overtime, that's huge. Especially if it's 24 hours. You know, you can leave your car in the parking lot or park around the corner. You know, if you've got a bug out vehicle or you got your truck set up for living in, nosy ass people are gonna recognize your vehicle. So if you're anywhere near the job, they're gonna see it, because they're gonna be going to stores and stuff around the area, and they're gonna notice your vehicle, because people look at your vehicle. They know you by your vehicle. On jobs I work on, unless it's a very distinctive vehicle, or I happen to see the person go and get in that vehicle, and it's really distinctive, I'm not gonna know who's driving what. I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to size people up and try to match people up with what they drive, or see who's driving or what and whatever. Now maybe if I was walking to work and I needed a ride, that information might be something I'd want to know, because I want to ask them if I could ride with them. You know, of course I would pay them, you know, make it worth their while. But I don't believe in taking advantage of people. But I would definitely rather have my own. Oh yeah, you need to get a bike. You definitely need to get a bike. Before you get a vehicle, you need a bike. That's number 1. Preferably an e-bike, because the prices of bikes now have gone up so much that you might as well go ahead and bite the bullet and get an e-bike, even though it's going to be hard to keep it from getting stolen. Oh my. But anyway, we're back out of the park. These people are playing tennis. But anyway, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.